You want bolder shoulders, and today we're gonna help you solve that problem. The best part about what we're gonna show you, you can do it with light weights, and you're gonna take yourself to fatigue. It's perfect for the end of the workout. That's what we do on Fast Finishers. I'm here with Matt Frizaglia, an awesome trainer, and I mean, you really hit a lot of bodybuilder ideas. You've got some kettlebell in you. We wind up getting a lot of versatile ideas when we team up, I feel like.
I mean, the goal is functional independence, right? Getting people to move freely without pain, discomfort, injury, and getting them stronger.
In this case, building shoulder muscle. If we hit the 3 E's that we're chasing when we're looking for a fast finisher, we want it to be exciting, we want it to be efficient, so we're only using one set of weights, and we want it to be effective. You're gonna get that, you're gonna get a lot of tension on this move, and your form is also gonna be strict because we're gonna get you on an incline bench, and I think that's a really fun thing we're doing with this finisher.
Having one set of weights is never an issue, right? We can always make it harder with tempos, drop sets, frequency, and that's exactly what we're gonna show you today.
So should we show it to him?
Let's get after it.
We have Matt here on an incline bench. You want your incline bench at pretty much the max setting you can get it without it being totally perpendicular to the ground. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna keep his lower back nice and safe. He's gonna make sure to contract his abs into the bench, and it's gonna prevent all this rocking you see on lateral raises. You're gonna want light weights for this one, and trust me, you don't need to go heavy. Matt's smiling because we were testing this out before, and even a 15 winds up being really brutal for this. So trust us, light weights, you'll get a lot out of this. We're gonna start. Matt is going to do as many reps as he can with good form of the classic lateral raise. So nothing complicated here. All he's doing is getting his arms out as far as possible, really hitting the side head of the delt. And again, he's keeping his abs nice and contracted, getting a little bit of shoulder blade squeeze on each rep. Once Matt starts to get fatigued, we're going to go to something called a Poliquin Raise. So now he's got his arms at 90 degrees. Now that arm lever is a lot easier to manage, and he drives up, he's going to extend his arms, and this part is tricky, and then he's going slow on the way down. The principle here, remember this and you'll feel this, is something called eccentric overload. So what's happening, he's not strong enough anymore to get traditional lateral raises, but he can resist the weight on the way down. So we've made it easier for him to get the weight up to max height, and then he's got to extend his arms. Suddenly gravity is longer on this lever, and he's gonna try to take 3 seconds to lower the weight. You can slow that down a little bit more if you really want that too. Yeah,
I really want to.
Put some work in.
You're right.
And all of this is driving his shoulders that much closer to fatigue. That's the idea here. When he can no longer hit any more of those eccentric reps, we're gonna make one more adjustment. Now we're gonna do what's called a short lever lateral raise. So all he's gonna do, we're gonna keep that nice tight elbow position. Again, just a shorter lever for him to have to lift up, and he's just gonna do as many lateral raise reps as he can. Again, continuing to fatigue as he's doing this, driving more and more blood into the shoulders and getting a really, really good shoulder squeeze on every single rep. So by the end of each set, you wind up doing anywhere from 25 to 30 reps.
Like 25 to 30, I think I'm there.
Listen, don't be fooled by the weight. Doesn't matter what weight you have. We can always make 10 feel like 20, 30, 40, even maybe 50 pounds, especially if you're on your third set, drop set, last exercise, right?
Yeah, how'd that feel?
Do I look a little larger than I did 2 minutes ago? Because I feel like it. It felt great. One thing that I was noticing while I was here, and you may feel it too, is the position of your shoulder blades. Even though our chest is supported, we must focus on that shoulder retraction to keep us in place. Because what tends to happen, if we super rely on the bench, we round forward, and now we may feel a lot of trap. And yes, traps are incorporated while lifting upward in that lateral plane, but we don't want it to become a complete trap exercise when we're looking for that lateral head.
Because of that, a lot of times when I do lateral raises standard, it's very, very easy for at the end of the set for me to get my traps involved. Here, as soon as you feel that trap involvement, I think that's when you're thinking about, okay, now I've got to switch to the next move. So it's a very versatile series we have here, I think.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed is that long lever, you can only get so many reps. Once we cut that long lever out, you almost for a second, you're like exhaling, you're like, oh, yes. But then from here to here, that 2 second, 3 seconds, that's the tempo, that's the tension we're looking for. So really controlling each part of the movement makes it that much easier to achieve what we already did to keep on going forward.
Exciting, efficient, effective. Your shoulders will be on fire for this. Works in any workout, so use it on your shoulder workouts. Use it at the end of a push day if you just want to get a little more shoulder burn out of that. Hit it for 2 sets, have fun with it.